Another week, another cafe. It's the Paddington Social here. I'm going to read you my article. Stick with it. It's freaking exciting, but there's a little twist at the end. I'm just going to give you the gist of what happened. So I went there to meet a friend of mine. He's in real estate. We love talking about business. I went there with my daughter. We hang out every Tuesday. So I took that opportunity to go to the Paddington Social, which is in Paddington in Brisbane. We show up and I'm like, where do we go? There's two people at the front, both of them, no clue that me and my daughter were there. Because I've worked in the industry for a long time, I know it's pretty simple. If you're meeting someone, take a look around, see if they're there. If not, find a table, find a seat, wait, try and figure out if you need to order at the table or if you can order through an online app or at the counter. Or is it going to be table service? Those are the options. It's pretty basic, but it's kind of frustrating. Even though I know how to do this kind of stuff, a lot of people don't get rubbed up the right way. You shouldn't do that. You should absolutely know when every person is coming through the door, hey, how are you today? Nice big smile, warm welcome, eye contact, that sort of stuff. Quick instructions, just to let you know, there's a seat around the corner. We'll help you there in a minute. Just give me one moment. Or just to let you know, find any table you like, and then you can order through the online app. Boom, simple, done. There was none of this at the front. I had to work out using the typical hierarchy. Is it counter service? Is it table service? Is it order at the table kind of situation? Luckily, I did find my friend and we went there. He didn't realize I was bringing my daughter, so we had to upgrade to a bigger table. He thought, oh, maybe I should check first. I'm like, no, we're not checking. There's our table. And I sat down. These kinds of ambiguity just halts the service. It's annoying because these kinds of questions just mean your baristas and your servers have to stop what they're doing, which could be making orders, which could be creating customer service experience backlog for other people, and it's just unnecessary. It's a loss in wages, it's a loss in revenue, it's a loss in flow. You want to keep the flow going. So anyway, moving on. We sit down. I'm going, hey, what do you want? It's lunchtime. Evelyn was hungry. I got her an avocado on toast. I got to say, this portion was exceptional. It was at least a half an avocado. Came for about $10, $10 or $12. One big, nice big slice of toast. It might have been a grain bread, artisan sort of style, toasted well. Avocado was pleasurable. It wasn't underripe. It wasn't overripe. It was mashed nice. It was great. A lot of effort for very, very simple, but very effort fulfilled. Ben, can't remember what drink he got. If he got one, he might have got a coffee or flat white. He got the open sandwich. I can see why they made it an open sandwich, because the filling is so huge. Just giving two pieces of toast, as you can see, most customers probably throw one in the bin. They're not interested in such a huge amount of bread, but there was definitely enough bread in there. So good work on the marketing there, good work on the cost effectiveness for that dish. And of course it came with some fries. Fries are always a great upsell. They're always a great revenue booster, a great margin creator, because they're relatively cheap to come in. They don't require a whole lot of effort to cook, and they're pretty consistent most of the time. So he loved the flavors. I could see the chicken was super crunchy. I could see that it was made to order, it was fresh, absolutely on point. And I got a filter coffee, and Evelyn, she couldn't finish her avocado on toast, so I finished it for her. And what I realized is it is the basic things that these guys are doing so well underneath it all. They might have a little pizzazz and a little flair in their different dishes. And if you take out the socials, you'll see there's a whole lot of flair going on in there, but they're just executing on those basics really, really well. It's just a shame that the very first impression was like I'm not even in the room kind of thing. Now, I wouldn't even mention this, but I went there the previous week to meet up with my same friend. He unfortunately was sick, so it was just me and my daughter. We did the same experience. Had mixed service quality. There was one sort of Asian looking girl. She was excellent, really bubbly, really smiley. The other one was just like a robot. And this kind of inconsistency is not going to put me off from getting the product, because I'd never been there before. I didn't realize if the coffee was going to be good or not, but the coffee was good, so I can deal with that lacking customer service. But the thing is that if you're an owner of this business and you've got these people on the face, that is the very first thing that people judge you on, is what happens immediately. And that's revenue out the door, because the people will go, yeah, it's okay, meh, because the experience wasn't quite there. I don't really care about that stuff as much. I'm more interested in the product, because I'll go there and I'm like, yeah, we gotta wait. This is how it is, like, big deal. I want the product and I get the product, I'm satisfied and it's all good. But I'm here to help other people who really are looking for that special dining experience. Yes, it's cafe, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be lackadaisy about these kinds of service standards. In fact, this is the thing that people really need to adopt as the way of their foundations for the way that they are in what they do. Now, I'm a chef. I used to go out the front when I worked in West End, I worked in Salisbury, and I worked in East Brisbane, all for the one company. I used to go out the front and talk to the customers in my downtime. The way that I did that is I worked my absolute butt off to get all the orders and the preps done so that I could have the time to go out the front. Meantime, the people in the front are just like robots. Hey, how are you? What can I get you today? Blah, 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 blah. Usual today. I'm like, dude, you're just missing the point. This is your career. You need to be big, wide smiles. Hey, it's so good to see you again. All that kind of stuff, but it's like all the time. Not when you feel like it or when you feel like you've got time for it. You've got to have that flair. You've got to have that twinkle in your eye. And it might sound a little bit unattainable, but this is the thing. You get to training on it. You start practicing with, hey, how should we warmly welcome people? What's the fast version? What's the slow version? Like, what's the more eye contact version? What's the more like I'm talking and working at the same time kind of version? Really plan this out. Anyway, I'll move on. So had a great experience with the food. The food came out. Now, this is a trouble with food businesses who now offer QR code ordering, because I ordered separately for us, Ben ordered for himself, and the orders came at different times. That isn't the biggest of problems, because if you go to Asian restaurants, it's like that. It's like that in a lot of different joints, because they're just trying to make it work. The problem is that when you've got different people ordering on the same table, it gets sent through to the kitchen at different times, and then the kitchen has a backlog of like these single orders, and that takes up room on the docket rail. So you've got a docket rail, left to right to left, whatever. One comes in, you take it off the docket rail, you put it on there, you make the order. Then you've got 20 single orders, but it's actually only 10 tables, things like that. I mean, it's not something you can absolutely mitigate. It's just something to be aware of. So as a diner, maybe if you are ordering separately, try and order like immediately at the same time so that it's just one single docket. You can split the payment maybe on the online app, something like that, and help the kitchen to be more efficient. I mean, I understand it's not going to work out that way every single time, or even most of the time, but it does help to make things get sped up so that you can receive your food and your products and your drinks a little bit quicker. So look, let's move right forward to the analysis. What I really love to do is I love to analyze the quality and service components. So quality of the food, quality of the service, speed and efficiency. So overall, I gave the Paddington Social on 91%. Now, I use a pre-organized matrix with pre-organized questions that are yes or no, and I just go in and I answer them yes or no. There's absolutely no emotion behind it. Like when I walked in and they didn't necessarily identify I was there, I wasn't like feeling ripped off and I can't believe this happened to me. No, none of that bullshit. It's just like, did it happen? Did it not happen? What's the answer? Pretty simple. I actually feel bad even talking about it because they did such a great job on all the other stuff. And I'm like sitting there going, oh, I wish I could change this score. I just don't want to give them a bad rap in that area because they did such a great job in everywhere else. But hey, that's the whole thing about being unbiased. You got to put your emotions to the side, move on and get it done. So product quality, 100%. Okay, quality of the products was great. I tried it all and I loved it all. Is there room for improvement? Yes, always. But it depends on the direction you want to go. It depends on your customer that you're ordering for. I was the customer then and there, and they hit every single mark right as it should be. That's enough. So if I'm not their target demo, maybe they want to look at something else and they want to maybe craft their products more towards them. But I believe that they've got this worked out. Just take a look at the socials, you'll see it. Service speed. Now, yes, initially it started off pretty average, considering I was like 1.5 meters away from two people who easily could have seen me. I'm a pretty big guy and I'm dark skinned. It's not like, anyway, whatever. However, they did make up for that because Ben needed something done in person. Boom, they got it done. He had to go to them though. And that's kind of one of the things. When you do have a service, you need to be able to know where people are at in their buying position so that you can make them move along if you need them to, so that they can get the orders through, so they can pay, make the business money. So he did that. He took the power away from the service hands and he initiated the sale. I initiated the sale through my online app. Together we got our food, we got our drinks, and it was great. It all happened. Evelyn got her food. She loved it. She loved her hot chocolate. Everything was great. So things came out effectively after that. No meal checks. No meal checks. I think there's, you got to have meal checks. It's really important because it's another great time to upsell. That's the time when you go, hey, would you like another coffee? Would you like another iced latte? Blah, 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 blah. There's all these opportunities to make a sale and they come across as just beautiful service points. That's the difference. People don't understand this. It's not about just doing a nice finessed, hey, I'm feeling like I want to make you feel good and smile. No, it's business-oriented strategy. You show up, hey, how are you? Boom, the first sale. Building into the culture of the business that they're friendly and warm, inviting. Oh, okay, let the barriers down, and then I want to start buying some stuff. Then you go, oh, this person really knows their stuff, product knowledge. Then they end up going, hey, would you like to buy a little extra something, something? Oh, barriers are fully let down now, and bam, there you go, another sale. You went and going for a $5.50 coffee, you left leaving with $30 worth of food and beverage. Come on, like it's just basic, simple strategy 101 in the sales game. Okay, so service and speed started off rough, finished really strong, a little bit money left on the table. To be honest, they couldn't have got it out of me anyway. But if they had have thought about profiling me, what does this guy want? He wants a filter coffee. Filter coffee is a low priced item. That would have been an easy sale to get another $5.50 out of me. Anyway, efficiency standards, top qual, 100%. Cleanliness, 100%. Now that's not to say that there wasn't any stuff around. It's just, it wasn't deliberately left from the previous day or anything like that. It's just the incidental little mess that occurs when people come in and dine at your restaurant. So to me, that's a non-event. They're going to get around to it as soon as possible. There's only 2 servers for like 50 people or 40 people in the restaurant. It's not like they're deliberately being messy and crowding things. They're doing a great job actually. Value for money, 100%. Little on the expensive side, if you think about how much you get for what you paid, that kind of thing. However, the quality and the flavor, top qual. So therefore, its value for money is off the charts. Ambience and decor. Mate, they've like got the tricked up Aussie Queenslander type feel house with the artwork on the walls. Every wall's got a different piece of artwork, so 100% for them there too. They've done really well. That leaves them with an overall of 91%. I totally recommend going to this joint, but don't be surprised if they don't notice you there. No, I'm just kidding. Go there, say hello. You may have to be the one who says hello. That's totally fine. I think that's cool. I think it's all right. But yeah, the thing that really took me off guard the most was the fact that they're selling Campos. Single origin. I'm like, I didn't know it existed. So that was an eye opener for me, and I really enjoyed it because it wasn't too bitter and sour and chocolatey. It was quite balanced, a little bit light. And I do enjoy the fruitiness of single origin a bit more than I like the chocolatiness, because chocolate is in a lot of coffee already. Espresso, long black, that sort of stuff. I don't need more of that in my life. I need more nuance in the berries, in the herbs, in the savory notes. But yeah. Check out Paddington Social. You're going to love it. And thanks for listening.